We packed up and hit the road this summer and checked off one of our bucket list destinations, Yellowstone National Park. On our way to Yellowstone. It was a trek of 530 miles on the road.
That's 853 kilometers from home.
Montana is a beautiful state to drive through. The vast open skies, the mountains, and the open plains on the rural highways just feel like home to me.
It's a really cool drive, and I loved all the big gas stations with plenty of knickknacks. I totally bought this shirt.
Just when the gas station sodas and bags of peanuts were empty, our destination was just around the corner. We stayed at the Brandon Iron Inn in West Yellowstone, Montana.
This is a cool place to stay. It was right on the main street of town, and just down the road from the Yellowstone Park main gate.
After a long day out on the road, it was awesome to stretch out on a comfy bed and recharge for the next morning in the park. After so many hours on the road, it was nice to stop off at the Slippery Otter pub for some burgers. Definitely some great food.
It was nice to get a slow start to the day, even though there was lots of traffic and spots because of the beautiful scenery and wildlife on the side of the road.
Definitely can't be mad at that, especially when you start to see all the steam from the geysers rising from the ground.
The first stop I wanted to see in Yellowstone was the iconic Old Faithful geyser.
The Old Faithful Geyser Loop is about 0.7 miles or 1.1 kilometers long, and it's paved, making it accessible to visitors of all ages and abilities.
In addition to Old Faithful, the loop takes visitors past several other geothermal features, including hot springs, mud pots, and smaller geysers, such as Castle Geyser, which also erupts periodically. The Old Faithful Geyser Basin contains over 150 geysers, making it the most densely packed geyser basin in the world. These include famous geysers like Old Faithful, Castle, Grand, and Riverside.
The basin is divided into 5 main geyser areas: the Old Faithful area, the Biscuit Basin, the Black Sand Basin, the Morning Glory Pool area, and the Daisy Geyser Group. Each area has a unique geothermal feature. The water in the geysers and hot springs of the Old Faithful Geyser Basin are extremely hot, often exceeding 199 Fahrenheit or 93 degrees Celsius at the surface. When we finished off the loop, we ended the day with a nice showing of Old Faithful.
Old Faithful erupts approximately every 60 to 110 minutes. The average interval between eruptions is about 90 minutes.
Each eruption lasts between 1.5 to 5 minutes.
The height of an Old Faithful eruption can range from 106 to 185 feet.
Each eruption expels between 3,700 and 8,400 gallons of water. That's 14,000 to 32,000 liters of water.
The water that Old Faithful ejects is extremely hot, typically around 204 degrees Fahrenheit or 95.5 degrees Celsius near the vent.
The geyser is located near the Old Faithful Inn, a historic hotel built in 1903. It is one of the largest log structures in the world and offers a view of the geyser.
Old Faithful was named during the 1870 Washburn-Langford Dome expedition. It was given the name Old Faithful because of its consistent and predictable eruptions.
The Grand Prismatic Spring is the largest hot spring in the United States and the third largest in the world. It has a diameter of approximately 370 feet.
The spring is renowned for its striking colors, which range from deep blue in the center to vibrant red, orange, yellow, and green at the edges. These colors are due to pigmented bacteria in the microbial mats that grow around the edges of the mineral-rich water.
The temperature of the water in the spring varies from about 160 degrees Fahrenheit in the center to cooler temperatures at the edges, creating distinct ecological zones that support different types of heat-loving bacteria.
The spring is about 160 feet deep with water that is crystal clear and intensely blue due to the scattering blue light by the mineral-rich water.
The Grand Prismatic Spring is located in the Midway Geyser Basin, which also contains other notable geothermal features like the Excelsior Geyser and Turquoise Pool.
After a morning in the park, it was nice to walk around and explore West Yellowstone.
Zoltar the Gypsy at your service. Today is your lucky day, my friend, for I have a fortune especially for you. Listen closely.
West Yellowstone is such a nice little town, set up with amazing dining options and even better souvenir shopping.
We walked up and down the main street and took it all in while we could. It was so fun to discover new shops and get some huckleberry ice cream.
We were lucky enough to be here during July 4th, and we got to take part in the celebrations, like the parade.
There was so much fireworks going off all around us, we didn't even know where to point the camera.
It was pretty awesome.
there is so much to see in Yellowstone National Park as we made our way up to Mammoth Hot Springs in the north. It seems like every mile you drive, the landscape changes from vast plains, dense trees, to cliff sides, and of course many geysers and steam vents along the way.
Mammoth Hot Springs is renowned for its striking terrace formations, which are created by mineral deposits from the hot springs.
The hot water that feeds Mammoth Hot Springs comes from the Norris Geyser Basin, located about 21 miles away.
The vivid colors seen on the terraces are again due to those heat-loving microorganisms that thrive on the hot water. These microorganisms create a palette of colors including orange, brown, and green, depending on the water temperature and the mineral content.
The fragile nature of the Mammoth Hot Springs formations has led to conservation efforts to protect them from human impact. Boardwalks and designated viewing areas are used to minimize damage while allowing viewers to experience the springs up close.
As we wrap up our incredible journey through Yellowstone National Park, it's hard not to be in awe of just how beautiful this place is. We made some awesome memories, and we hope this video has inspired you to explore the great outdoors and appreciate the natural world around us. You guys say like, comment, and subscribe.
You're not gonna stop and say it.
You gotta say like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe.
And wait for part 2.